Hello, Yama Obibia Akwaba Eba Spotlight on the Word. You are welcome to Spotlight on the Word. If today is your first time, we say God bless you. It's been amazing. Say waka Spotlight on the Word ho na say woni yen enya enkita hodie bia mbo say ye enyema bebre ewo yen dwumedie so wo Spotlight on the Word. Now wo Spotlight on the Word enyema bia ye no yeah, sometimes we need to try and explain and let unity for near her for a hundie air coso. Answer cra mesha se na maka bibia biuno. Meka chero says unyam for video no fan send there for fra. But on kaye you can hit on the share button. You can tell people we are live on Spotlight on the Word. This year we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and also we are live on TikTok. It is a join and pet na oni nyina edi nkomo. So TikTok obetumi the questions be a person de bia aba. But any dwumedie no a update on what we do at Spotlight on the Word. So who video way later and I say Hennessy here yamau akwaba. Enti with Spotlight on the Word a dear bad day and a dwumedie ben and a yedi and 2025 say udi and a chia, what should you expect? First off, you share year we see as no Yankopon adom Spotlight on the Word they did dwumedie for 7 years. From 2017 till 2025. It's been 7 years, and this year inclusive, no, yeah, about 8 years. And so ye did you media be braid. Ye and say ye fa unyankopon asem no ye Bible no ye pensem mu na ade ba kwa ye ni je ho pa ne say ye ka de Bible no aka. Ye bomodin say ye be gina trosem no so na ye di enkomo nko a sa na ye say ye. And ye di dwuma ne bebre. I mean ye share dwumadi we si ase no na ye wo university e wo Kwame Nkrumah University e ho na ye me call university nti from there we started doing the program ye di nkomo ya hwɛ Bible mu ye no ma bebre. And within the past 7 or let me say 8 years ni no ade ba kwa ye tumi aye ne say ye wo ye website I www.spotlightontheword.com aside that no your Jumedia your friend the wise king said anopebia ye the new Bible verse Ebrel, and it's been very interesting. So what the chia it's been consistent for almost 7 or 6 years now. Yeah, shall say I think after a year, and it's been consistent thanks to Anoche for doing that work. He handles the wise king said amazing work. Then you were podcast. And he said, Mamu bisa maybe we jumedi ebi pese utumi sua Bible, pese unya Bible mu adisua. We also have that podcast. And also Yebra Michael does a lot of work there. Initially, Yebra said produce so many of our sermon series and Yenya Michael so edi jumedi bibu. Yenya says see podcast and also audio sermons bibu on the Facebook channel. You should check it out. Aside that, no, you were Bible pod. So sermon series, no, call either Spotify now search Spotlight on the Word and that's a Bible pod by Spotlight on the Word. So we've been working, yeah, debates, yeah, lectureships. We have a collaboration with Charity TV, Fortify the Faith lectureship, and also with Kaneshi Church. So we've been working, but we had to take a pause and look at everything send a bay and yema no ye to me ayen a ye. Yes, me who say on TikTok no say Afrina will join ya that's a over 200 people on TikTok. Okay, Yadamasi. And you can please help us share the video with others. Send a bear video to me do more people and change. Me call TikTok. Let me quickly say this to those on TikTok. Nyankopon ya adoma will be coming more often here on TikTok. Remember live more often. And I'll tell you why I remember live. I'll be doing me show and say, oh, TikToker. Oh, her videos near they don't know what see about Spotlight on other say you're live and I say you're posting new video. Afe Facebook ni YouTube no so for Facebook there you remember live there but entire as often as ubehu YouTube no. Until most often you see us live on TikTok, you see us live on Instagram, you see us live on YouTube, but on Facebook once in a while. Into Facebook for some more share so from my Yes. And so ubehwe yenjumedie na, these are the platforms I bet tire streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. These main places. But Facebook, like I said, as and when we come live here. Let me quickly also mention say what TikTok and patch or wait me send in comment message Bible question bibi episode ba no wait me aba obi say can we get the link for to your website. Yes, Esther, thank you. We'll share the link with you. www.spotlightontheword.com www.spotlightontheword.com. Okay, now yen go back to the na make concerning Jumedia ye dia be payment no. And enyame nko na medi dwumadie was Spotlight on the Word. It is even impossible. You're a whole team of people like anyone year juma was Spotlight. And you see this year, 2025, you post any video on any of our social media platforms. So we start getting a lot of questions. And then they see videos bio, then echo. But your sermon series has been consistent. Michael Anand Kaskosi has been doing awesome work there. Bible Pod by Anoche and also excellent. But men and me try mostly me videos, no, but videos so na minya should I say the right opportunity now debating the video. So we've not produced any video. But we've been doing so many things at the background that we think say the community of Spotlight on the Word, no, we should all be aware of. Na emboama ye nemo nkita hudie no into me enkoso ye. I would like to say we want to build a very strong relationship with you. Wo hwɛ yɛn no mame kɔ Bible mu na yɛnkan bibi kakra na yɛntoa yɛn nkɔmmɔ no ɛso. So our Spotlight on the Word, one of the major things we always say is that all may know the truth. Yɛn goal ne sɛ obiara bɛhu nokorɛ. And one passage always comes back to me whenever we talk about Spotlight on the Word, and it is in Titus. Yes, it's in Titus. Let's look at the text. Titus chapter 2, verse numbered 8. Say Osha say usua the book of Titus oka nsem bebre efa kwan obi oye preacher onfa so order nyema ewo asafo ni mu. Na asem ba kwa Paul ka kire Titus no ye young preacher enie. So Osha say verse 8 now, even from verse 7, in all things showing yourself to be a pattern of good works, in doctrine showing integrity, reverence, incorruptibility, sound speech that cannot be condemned, that one who is an opponent may be ashamed, having nothing evil to say of you. 9. Exhort servants to be obedient to their own masters, to be well-pleasing in all things, not answering back. Verse 10. Not pilfering, but showing all good fidelity, that they may adorn the doctrine of God our Savior in all things. Verse 11. And this centers on why we keep on doing what we do. Verse 11. For the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men. Verse 12. Teaching us that, denying ungodliness and worldly lust, we should live soberly, righteously, and godly in this present age. Hallelujah. And why are we so interested in coming out and making videos and putting out content, written content, audio, adentia? Because we are living in an ungodly time. Times are woman, any time, papa. Any time, papa. We are living in an ungodly time, not just an ungodly time. When you listen to the phrase, it says a time where we have worldly lust, and God is instructing His children to live soberly. I mean, I'm not you, but it is not easy to live in an ungodly world in a way that is righteous. It's very difficult. So what do we do as Spotlight on the Word? Ye timo poni yengo nyina ne say ye ni wo ebebom ni esua Nyankopon asem na heaven na ye pese ye kɔ no ye nyina etumi akɔ. One thing we do so much is to also reach out to obi a onyambe ye o Kristoni. Enti ebia wo de wa ye o Kristoni, ye pese ye no sua de. Ye pese ye boa wo na utumi tumpon yie na utumi kɔ anim. Enti going forward no, ye restructure ye nyoma dodo na ye se na be ye be effective. There were 3 main areas ye pese ye no ehwe. First one, say utie na wo hwe ye na. Eye say ansa na obi beba be ye o Kristoni. Before you become a Christian, what should you know? For example, ebia we atheist. Atheist che obi a ono de ne position ne say Nyankopon bia eni ho. Ebi a wo no wo agnostic. On shada anye sure. Nyankopon no wo ho ana Nyankopon no kra oni ho. Well, ho oni ho mi shada ni evidence. So ni evidence. So let's end it there. Ebi asa na wote. Ebi nso a wo skeptic. Skeptic means you doubt everything and possibly you challenge everything. That's fine. Maybe you're a truth seeker. But the point is unbelief. All forms of unbeliefs before one becomes a Christian. In addition to that, pseudo-Christianity. Oma de a friend who say a Christosom, nanso enye Christosom. And also yebedi komo because Oba Ghana has say ya. We have so many people mekani say omo aye won who say we Christopher, nanso wonye Christopher. And this is one of the most difficult aspects of our conversation. I have friends are Omonye Christopher. Possibly also friends Omonye Christopher. Ebi mpa wutie mi no. Ebi a ofra won say we yo Christoni. But Yako Bible munya botre examine the trustem kana. So we yo Christoni pa. And one verse comes to mind in this aspect. 2 Corinthians. And we'll do that diligently. 2 Corinthians 13. And you've heard me quote this verse a number of times. Verse 5. Examine yourselves as to whether you are in the faith. Prove yourselves. Do you not know yourselves that Jesus Christ is in you, unless indeed you are disqualified? As we say, Paul Chokoma, Christo Asafo, a Christo for na Paul Chokoma. I hope say, so I'm going to say, Uo Gideon Muana. And may follow in two parts. I'm applying this verse in two parts. One, to the person who is a Christian already, who has been baptized, who is a member of the church. The question is, are you really in the faith? Then the second part is to those who are outside there. Do you think you are in the faith, especially pseudo-Christianity? And Obagana, and supposedly today is Easter. Me bafie me hu park kese bi anipa bi aye ho ma oboy radidin osome rade to dwom bom paye eyi rade aye wana dwen mu no eye kristosom na wo som no what ne say ye kohwe bible mu a de oye no eye kristosom ana ebia who ni say oh I mean why should we concern ourselves with it? Spotlight on the word. It's a big concern because ye person no nyina timi ko do heaven ho. Enti se obi ada obi aka asem ete se kristosom na so anye kristosom a etwa se eboa ne nyina ye bie ni on se me kasa no me de brofo kakra na me de twi kakra wo ye ndwumedie so no ye ba be hyehyɛ na ye kɔ yanim no wo se ye programs ni bi wono ma e be dedicated to English audience ye programs ni bi wono ma e be dedicated to Twi audience. Enti ye be try na ya nisa because we have two audience na ebi brofo nkwa na ote ebi nso brofo ni Twi nyina ote ebi wo nso aye de be frafra na me ka se enya me nkwa na meba dwumedie we say so na maba be ye programs there be enuanoma kan so beba na omuni abedi nkomo. I am only briefing you on what is happening at Spotlight on the Word. Okay, yet was we free honomo no yahwe pseudo Christianity ewie no before so be o Christiani no ni yehwe pseudo religion asoma hodo bebre wo wiase a eye won ho te say no na de nipa kɔ heaven. Example Islam, ba ko ye Buddhism, Hinduism ne asoma aka ni nyina. We examine them and we are going to do that in a spirit of gentleness, in a spirit of humility, and above all we'll be very critical. Into koyen YouTube channel this why FreBB Islam critiqued. Islam critique the idea of SAR program no and they say criticizing, not just criticizing, but rather we are being very careful and very critical of Islam. And if you look at my library now, I've gotten myself 2 Qurans. Into me wo first Quran we waha, and I think it's about 4. Yes, sorry, not 2, 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th Quran. Into yebenya botre, yebeko Quran nim, yebebie mu, yebesua ho ade, yebe tafsir. Tafsir ni ye nkyerɛkyerɛmu a Muslim scholars e dia ma Quran no, yebenya botre. Se what I need crimofodin command. Okay, bibia no o suppose say wa na wo church there be. We'll be careful, we'll look at what Islamic scholars have said. liberal Islamic scholars and omomonye liberal Islamic scholars will examine two not just Islam, but osuma can just that in Ghana, Islam is very popular here, so we would focus more on Islam. Okay, now the next part I be your spotlight going forward no after say obi aba be your Christian. Wasa chawa dwen wo ma ho kwan ya bo wesu wa be your Christian. Obi your Christian wie no e dey na twa se wo hu e dey na twa se wo ye. And I'll be very honest with you. This stage is another difficult stage. And yes, and yet that simple. Say, oh, my baby Christo ni God call us to work. Yankopon ofre yen say ye meye adwuma. Enti wo ye Christo ni me ye Christo ni adwuma die no afre yen say ye medi. Die di bu ntintima ye pa ye say ye menya ayonkofa ye stronko. Ye ne onyankopon. So we have a unique fellowship with God. And we need to keep that fellowship alive. But ade ba kwa challenges our fellowship no bone sin. So we would examine ourselves, we would try and study and help ourselves stay faithful to God till the end. Revelations, me kind of sure about Revelations 2 verse 10. And I'll be very happy to read that. Revelations 2 quickly verse 10 says this. And you're not joining on TikTok. We are very appreciative. You can send in your questions, comments, anything you want to know about Spotlight on the Word. Yeah, and I'll be making a short SOTW. You say on TikTok, no nipa do run send a message say me famum bra na have a conversation. We'll do that. We'll have a program where we bring you live. We'll have a conversation. Facebook and YouTube will do same, but at an appropriate time. Revelations 2:10 say, "Do not fear any of those things which you are about to suffer. Indeed, the devil is about to throw some of you into prison that you may be tested, and you have tribulation 10 days. To also be faithful until death, and I'll give you the crown of life." And we need to be faithful till the end. But Peter Kasembi, First Peter chapter 2, from verse 1 to 2, as newborn babes desire the spiritual milk. Desire the spiritual milk. And he said, Christopher, Bible again, I will admit to you, say it is also not easy. So be your Christian say we trust usua Nyankopon asem tiase na ode bo obra eno nso edin. Into a spotlight no, dwumadi e besan so edi biom nie. What be your Christian wie na say sisi e your Christian no. Also your Bible studies, effective Bible studies, and we are here to help you out. Remember, say a person ye boa oni nyina you do heaven no. Into we your Christian a wo tutu anamon so person ko heaven ne de. Ene na ye wonam fofo aprekupe. Into betimi afa ye numbers, betimi ahwe ye social handles. Join our community ne ye nyina ye mmom ye nsua de. Ebeboa ye yie pa. Because obi bisa me question we say, and I would like to talk about it. Say, how do you remember all the Bible verses? Kwambe so na fasu sua Bible na obenya muntia say, hey, na spotlight for the one lady be catch me say, or joining your WhatsApp page, you know. And after joining your WhatsApp page, she realized that, hey, most of the things I hear, no be on shut down what is happening? Only obi as obi being wo page ni mo, na me say dabi, enye sanity. Enya yesua de. As part of effective Bible studies, no, one thing I be here the Bible say, and mostly I will be doing that type of video. Video I may maybe I'll be pointing out, so, oh, I have seen this article. It's very good. Check it out. Oh, I'll be recommending websites. And let me quickly see if I can quickly do that right now. So call Spotlight on the Word. Yeah, website so. And that's what I'm trying to show right now. Let me see. Yes. So Okoyen website so ya. Yes, you should see Spotlight on the Word, your website, you know, on the screen. I think now. Okay, you should see it. Yes. So over Spotlight, TikTok. You might not be seeing it, but I'm sharing my screen on YouTube and on Facebook. Sorry, but okay, your website www.spotlightontheword.com. Obiawa joining in, we appreciate it, and please send in your comments, send in any question you have, and in due time now I'll bring you live. Facebook and YouTube phone, they will put them away. Then we'll have a conversation here on TikTok. Into Abba, please don't go. Ubetimia ashare amafufo na ye nyina ye di nkomo. Okay, so over your website in this one, over resources are your other websites. And we'll be doing this because you perceive a boa ni nyina yetumi esua onyankopon asem no. You perceive a boa ni nyina yetumi do Bible no mu osuko. Enti I'll be recommending websites, study helps. Say oko ebia me hu website we very good pa ebeboa wa disua enti baako me Christian Curry wa ha, the Ancient World Online, Apologetic Press, Blue Letter Bible, Channel TV, our website, very good website. You can check it out. Not just that, Oba has here get more here, and I will share that with you immediately. It's done loading. I'll be taking the website one at a time. What will you find on our website? And then I would be demonstrating that to all of us. Aside that, and so okay, I think it's ready now, so I can share that. Yes, you should see it. Your friend, Spotlight on the Word, Bible Study Help. Until you can see Spotlight, your website in the number 1, then Channel TV in the number 2, then the Gospel Banner. This is a website is being run by young brother Nanaya Edu, a very fine preacher. He writes so well. He's very, very, very knowledgeable, and that's his website. Then we have MSOP. Yes, Memphis School of Preaching, the Apologetic Press, Christian Curry. So I think I update it all the time. So far, how many websites in there? 53 websites. Churches of Christ websites and about 53. Ubenya additional be if we hold them. Now me kai will say someone share program name afofra no share ama afofro. Ne nyina ya boom esia ade. Okay, then we have brotherhood journals and a lot of materials, and I keep on updating it. So what we'll be doing going forward, ne say now yebefa addition maybe a website na ma share. Okay, this is what you find here, this is what you find there, and it's very, very helpful. Aside and no baaku biewa yebeye ewo ye ndwumedie so wo Spotlight on the Word, not just pointing you to website and helpful links, no, but rather yebeye book review. Let me quickly highlight this here again. Book review. And what do I mean by book review? And pay me by title a Ghana form packing kind. And you know, I mean, generally, it's true. Say most Ghanaians don't like to read a lot, but you know, you school, you see, because now who here say the try exam. In Tuba Spotlight on the Word, the community, I never see any boom now. You see, encouraging in their parties. Inti ya de bibi a friend is a journal. It is a magazine. The Spotlight Journal. Yes, a very fine magazine. You are producing miensa so far. I think the first one, yes, this was the first one, the Gospel of Christ. Then where is the second one? Okay, I think I gave it out. That's the Churches of Christ. Who are they? Yes, that's then this is the third one. But this year, the new format now, journals, and I'll talk about it. But with book reviews, so I my library so let me go this way rather. Yeah, what TikTok, okay, for TikTok for let me come here. So over my library, so I have quite a number of books, and also but some of the books are very good, and I think I can recommend them for you to read. Very, very good books. And one of the books I have been enjoying so far, this commentary from Wayne Jackson. Say, who follow, you can see so Spotlight, a website, and so a Christian Curry website is listed as part of the helpful website you can learn from. I love his writings. Wayne Jackson, a prolific writer, an intellectual, and one of the best scholars we've had in the church. Yes, we have great, great, great scholars in the past, but for the person Amiankasa mentioned, we read a lot from him and studied a lot from him is Wayne Jackson. And this commentary from him, the New Testament commentary, it's one of the best. It's not like an in-depth commentary, but he wrote this commentary for the lay person. And I would really love to do a review of this commentary. The Old Testament, I'm yet to receive it. I think this one was about how much? I think it's $39 or $43 or so. Yes, shipping and count. If you want to ship it, that's different. But you can get it, and I'll do a review of it. We'll go through it step by step. It's a very wonderful commentary. What makes it very good? Old Testament. When it arrives here, we'll talk about the Old Testament commentary. Not just that. Apologetic Press for Bible, and I know some church members use it. I have a second copy of this. That's the carry medical church, and then the carry easy to carry. No, yes, it's a small copy, like something like this. I know I think some Ghanaians are selling some, but the um, big one, no, Apologetic Press, they've done a very wonderful work. We also review it. Why should you get yourself this type of Bible? Yes. Then we also review Bibles. I have a list of Bibles. We need to review them. Why shouldn't you use this? Why should you use this? Why should you get this and that? We'll do that because this is after baptism. It's time for you to learn. So we are going to go do that. And not just that, some books it hasn't been written by Church of Christ for. We review them, like general apologetics books. We'll recommend some of them. Those are a bit send the soft copy, we'll send soft copies because I have a list of them here. Those are hard copies. We'll talk about them. Let me mention, say, Bram says may get it to the test to learn for myself. One thing I benefited from is church members sending and giving me free Bible study materials. I have benefited greatly from it. So my goal has always been, if we have all these Bible study materials, so I want to, as much as possible, let people have every available resource so that we can all go to the test, study, and help ourselves. So there's so much to recommend, so many tests, so many materials out there would recommend for you to study. Okay, that being said, aside the materials are good, this is one book I wanted to talk about. We'll talk about it. Traces of the Kingdom. This is church history book. It's church history book. Yeah, church history on Spotlight. We'll talk about Traces of the Kingdom. It's one of the books discussing the history of the church, and it's amazing how Keith Sisman discusses the church throughout history. I don't know who said this. Either Dr. Dave Miller now say Obine can same way. Or say if you learn church history, now say we rely on what has been written within the last 50 years and you might not be having a true reflection of what is in church history. And I agree. With Keith Sisman, he gives you all the necessary references, and so I'll be to me back. Now I'll share all the relevant resources are a good knowledge of church history. So we'll do book recommendations, book reviews, Bible reviews, get into the text, explaining stuff. We'll do all this. Then, one of the important things you need to do is personal evangelism. It does all personal evangelism. Good. It is all personal evangelism. How do you prepare yourself for evangelism in this modern era? So, as Spotlight on the Word, we receive this email messages, Bible questions through our email. You can send us some. Sometimes we want to have a Zoom meeting with you or a Google Meet. Into case of person have a Bible studies. What's your bibi? Unyo Christiani, person obey your Christiani. I mean, wadan for be a denomination. Or person any if the person agrees, we'll set up a meeting at an appropriate time. We'll have Google Meet and answer Zoom meeting. 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, it's fine with us. We want to do personal evangelism, and that's what we want to also help you. So some of the tips and tricks to study effectively for evangelism, we would also share that with you. And I think I have one that I love so much, Back to the Bible. Yes, this is one of my favorites, from house to house, heart to heart. It's a very wonderful resource. And I think World Video Bible School for also an interesting outline for having evangelism, personal evangelism. So we'll try to also do that. Then another part of what we want to, I mentioned say 3, before also be a Christian, Spotlight wants to help you. After you become a Christian, Spotlight wants to help you. Now there's a second part. After you become a Christian, maybe you want to do a very deep dive into studies. For example, how did we get the Bible? Before one becomes a Christian, but that is surface level. For example, textual criticism. Me ankasa, it is an area I am still learning, and I love textual criticism. How do we know the text of the Bible is the text of the Bible? How do we know that what we are reading, Luke chapter 1, verse 1, inasmuch as many have taken in hand to set in order a narrative of those things, how do we know this is the test God wanted us to have? I have been researching and doing some interesting reading around translations. There's a Tree Bible here. So Tree Bible, we say, this Tree Bible, it was published recently. Yes. If I can get the date for in 2018. Very good. The Bible Society, they published this one in 2018. And I have been very fascinated by it. So I started doing some digging around to see, okay, so what's the difference between this Tree Bible and the previous one? I came across a professor at KNUST. Acts chapter 2, verse 38. In most of the Bibles now, or say, Monsacha Marjoin, na oman ho kwan bonus no say onyankopon de ne bone be free no. But the professor at KNUST, from his research says that is false. It was saying it was so de ne bone no e che in tree, not the Kriapim or the Fanti or but the tree one. So it's supposed to be on the bonnet and channel. So it got me thinking, how many verses have been translated well in our mother tongue? That is Mimika Tree. Verses saying, yeah, explaining ye, translating it from the Greek to the tree, or from the Hebrew to the tree, or from the Aramaic to the tree. And it's been very interesting seeing some amazing things. And many people don't really concern themselves with even a Bible translation. Why is the Church of Christ not interested in it? Not in general. I'm just talking about those that I know. Why are we not so much interested in even producing Bibles and giving it out for free? Why are we not interested in that? So it's an aspect, a field that I'm developing some form of interest, and I'd like to share it with you. So textual criticism, it's a very deep dive study. I'll be very, very happy to share with you. Manuscripts, examining manuscripts evidences, looking at the manuscript, say, okay, what manuscript has this, what manuscript, it's a very interesting part, but not many people have much interest in it. Some people even tell me, say, it's not necessary to even go there. But I think everybody must have access to such information, even in Chi and also in English. So it's another area we'll talk about. Then, spotlight on the word. And another thing we are doing now, I'll be very happy to share with you this year, journals. So we decided to produce journals. The first copy we decided to sell it. I think 20 cedis or so. Then the next copy, we realized that printing and getting a quality material like this is so expensive. So we decided to sell it, I think, 50 cedis. Then after putting out the announcement, we realized that, okay, it's so difficult getting a lot of people to commit some amount of money buying material. So what if we try to make it free? But our concept is not to make it free for church members. No. The concept is to make it free for Obia Onye Christoni. And your goal was to get this journal to the Parliament House, not just Ghana Parliament. I mean, when I say Parliament, that was our standard. We were looking at to be able to give our journals to corporate individuals. So be on anywhere Jumem or bank, or be on anywhere Jumem or police station, on anywhere Juma or office. Baby nipa ne fa say we free Church of Christ for honor. Oh, okay, very good material, quality near high. But brothers and sisters, it costs so much. The last print in a year costed almost 10,000 cedis. And we have brothers and sisters. Some of them are in the university, some of them they just completed school, they are working, and they decided to contribute to make this possible. So we thought about it and said, instead of putting out this material for free and having challenges with printing it in bulk, why don't we get our own printers? Printing a material from Ghana. And that idea was born from this material. I bought this material from Christian Curry with commentary. Ebra commentary free Christian Curry hono. Commentary ni bedu Ghana. Na Jerry Jackson, and God bless you so much, Jerry. Jerry Jackson other materials for free. So when he shipped it to me, the other materials can say we can access it for free. Once I got the materials, I started thinking, if we are to produce our own materials here in Ghana, for example, you produce Bible tracts, articles, BBR, which spotlight now we are doing with the journal, we can put them into simple booklets like this. This booklet is very simple. I'm sure you have read this article, say, who follow Wayne Jackson now? What is Sola Scriptura? It's the same article that has been put, yes, so those on TikTok, you can see it here. It's the same materials that have been put into a simple booklet like this. But I will be very honest with you, production is a costly. So he added their monthly journal. So this is the monthly journal from Christian Curry. So this is monthly journal from Christian Curry, and this is a quarterly journal from Spotlight on the Word. So you can see print quality, very different. This is made of a very high quality material, but it costs money, so much money. If you'll be willing to sponsor Spotlight on the Word, we'll be very, very grateful to do more. But if Yanka say it's printer, that means we can print more materials, make it available across the country, hopefully even extend to other African countries. And that has been the goal, to produce our own Bible materials. So we decided to talk to some brethren, and God bless all the brothers and sisters. Decided to best support and now we have enough money to get our own printer. We were supposed to have gotten the printer by now, but the deliver printer no a delay here, and we've not had it yet. But this month, April, we hope to get it before the month ends. And I say, you see, early May, we should have it. Any issues. Once we get it, I mean, this is history in the making. It's our first printer. We will not be able to print and share to the whole of Ghana. No, we'll start small. We'll start printing our journals, possibly like this, or even better. The team will decide. We'll start coming up with them, start sending them to congregations. The goal is not to give it to you, the Christian. No, that is not the main goal. The main goal is to get it out there to those who are not members of the church. Into someone can farmer will be on your church member. For you, you can read online, you can, yes. And one unique thing about your journal, they say you can listen to everything as an audio form. If you scan your QR code now, you can listen to everything. You don't need to necessarily read. Wait as an audio. There are videos in there as well. And also, but point in say, you the 5-year plan, it was Spotlight, and we hope that by that 5-year time, now you're more printers and possibly even become a publishing house here, a Christian publishing house here in Ghana. And we hope the work will keep on growing. So we can episode be supported here. We will not reject it. But as much as you can, tell others about what we are doing here as Spotlight on the Word. Now, finally, talking about all of this, videos, and idea amount for a tie. Inti say ye ba Spotlight on the Word, ye printer na make say ye ma menke ho asama na ma go back to the video. One thing with your printers, they say we are not just going to be printing Bible journals. We also have plan of printing out Bible tracts. So if you look here in the library, I think I have quite a number of tracts somewhere here. Yes, some of these tracts, they are here. And ye per se Church of Christ, Ghanaian preachers, intro. We have editors. Your brother Nanaya Edu, your brother Derek Lucky, then myself. You review articles, we look at it from a grammatical point of view. That's an academic part, You're the doctrinal part, and I say you in the test, you heard test, because I say the depanetron is it consistent with the word of God. Then the third part, is putting it out and publishing it. So we are trying to do a diligent work with examining what we put out there. Into an article on your website as well, it has been reviewed thoroughly. If there are mistakes, you can send it to us. Maybe it was an oversight, then we'll look at it. But the bomber didn't say out. It has been reviewed, it has been examined before you get access to it. Grammatically and doctrinally, it's very sound and you like it. Yes, but if I say Ghanaian preachers, any African preachers, we should also cultivate the habit of writing. But we are brilliant people in the church. I won't lie to you. A lot of brilliant people, some with PhDs, masters, a lot. And we hope, our brothers and our preachers will be willing to send in their manuscripts for us to examine them and put them together and put it out there. Yaminsha preacher said, dada. So when you preacher or you're a church member, I mean, you study, you write, please feel free to send it to us. Now we'll look at it and put it out there. Yes. Commenting on that, one other thing I yes answer be Sunday school materials. One thing I'm realizing, and as a spotlight on the way team I realizing they say about Bible studies are your church Sunday school me can inquire from kindergarten could see I think maybe a JSS and some of my adult class honomono. I realize say mostly you need a defined study outline. In most churches, say yeah, be a Accra, any certain places where Ghana, it be a church, or man can say develop be ama Sunday school teachers now. There's no outline. What does see America Sanoko online so open Church of Christ, teenage study materials, and I say kindergarten, and I say Sunday school, basic level, pabia, or more drawing book, no. You know, children like coloring. They color pictures. Okay, they say this is maybe a Peter. They know color. This is age-wise. We don't have such materials. Even if we, content now is lacking. There are no apologetic materials in there. There are no the materials are not well designed. I have seen others in SWA, they've designed it very, very well. So our point is that we want to collaborate with some of the churches now, they already have Sunday school materials for children. Work with the Bible studies teachers, Sunday school teachers. Then we develop an outline. One of our brothers, he writes for Spotlight as and when Nyankopon man opportunity. Your brother Theodore Quest or a preacher Accra Hase. And you realize say he writes so well and he produces a lot of material, Sunday school type of materials. We're so happy to work with him to produce a lot of study materials for free, Sunday school materials for free for the church. So you see the printers, a top printer now, a jumedi any dorsum. In Tadebako, who bet me a diamaya and say, oh dear, to one paper. So bundle, paper bundle, now you use, I think it's hiding. Okay. Yes, it's here. This type of paper, they are printing. You can buy some for us, and we'll be happy to take them. We'll be doing mass printing, so you can. If you want to buy some for us, we'll be happy. If you have, you want to send us the money to print more, feel free to do that. But the point is, in 2025, in January, February, March. Yes, we've been planning, we've been working, we've been doing a lot of things at the back. Now it's time to do the work. In terms of letting people know, say, spotlight on the way the Mrene do. SOTW Mrene do. Let us work. Let us work. Let us work. Let us work. That is our point. Now, the final thing on Sana Yedi and Komoni na Abewiye. Say, what follows spotlight on the weather? You would realize, say, from there last week, Ibano, your logo no assistant. Yes. The about spot the previously not spotlight on your logo, but now you realize that the logo has changed. So more TikTok no. So here your logo now you can see it's a new logo. Wow, YouTube is new. Okay, your website is your logo no, it has been changed a little bit. So what is happening with Spotlight on the web? Are you guys what is happening? Yes, what is happening? Let me show you something right now. Let me see. Okay, transition, and we are here. Okay, Enti say TikToker. Sorry, who they may share, but appropriate time. Okay, your website, and that's why you get this document. May share your logo updates no, and make a assem. Yes. Okay. So what about your brand? Because we have been working for 7 years, we did not really define your logo, your any explanation for your colors. We are just working. But now we are growing and we want to grow with you. So as part of the Yanka Sansi, you per se, your man, your man, a bit professional. Now, obi who the now, so what they are more a sumbo. Yes, and any bibi kasiye biana ya ye. Just small changes pen na ye de aba ye dwumedi enim. To hu a ohun say we a spotlight on the word. We a spotlight on the word. Okay. And this design was done by that creative studio. So just by the way. Okay. So this was our previous logo. Say what programs and how the spotlight on the way the chair. Your logo you use here for the past 7 years no. Right, white one. Yes, that was it. So we decided to redesign the logo, redesign it, and come up with something close to what we have, but a little different. And we didn't want to take away what people know as Spotlight on the Word from there. So, and you say, completely different. People will go like, hey, now Derek, then I'm we don't know. Obi a hack my account now. So we decided to tweak it a little bit. And that creative studio, organization, and myself, Anoche and Albert Chala, Yeranesa organization, it's a creative agency. When you advert, I'm just mentioning it. So it's an agency. Okay. My director is here telling me I should make it big. It is not big. Director, please, I hear. Okay, if you know who my director is, you understand. Let's continue. Okay, so I've made it big. Is it okay? Okay. All right. So okay, yeah, previous logo now, it's fine, everything is fine. So that creative suite, like I said, myself, I did this particular redesigning. It's a Juma Ameye. I do brand design, I do graphic design, I do video editing, I do digital marketing, AI, stuff like that. And now here say we should just rebrand it and look at what we can have, right? So this is what we have now. The new one, that was a concept. So we drew it and we said, okay, let's see how best we can look at it. So then we came up with this. Ebi enya ofe. Obi hu ina, I say, I not just kwa we party we no we logo new design no. This is the new brand that Spotlight on Word we are using. The focus was to have something very simplistic, something even the initial thought was just to even use S or just a circle or just something. We want something very, very simplistic that would make an impression on your mind. Anytime you see the logo, you remember that all may know the truth. Anytime you see this, what we want you to remember is the gospel is going. Anytime you see the Spotlight logo, what we want you to remember is the churches of Christ. Anytime you see our colors, anything from us, all that we want to keep on ringing in your mind is the Bible, the Bible, the Bible, the Bible. So that's all. So we're not focused about aesthetic beauty, no. And I explained why we came up with this concept. So mainly, logo no baby. This is our color. That's sea blue and the all white. Then black and white. That's all. That's all. No plenty colors flying on the screen. That's all. Then these are the various kinds of yen logo yewo. And enuanom mami enka se ebia wohu a mostly yen icon abehu yen YouTube ebia no a middle one way. There were infinity ha say no. What did I just do? Yes, a middle one. That's our favorite icon, like favorite icon. That's the meaning. Favorite icon. You mostly see that. And okay, say a Spotlight on the Word. Yasese free back no e de abade wo mfimfin no. That's our favorite icon now. Inti yen app, yen website, of course see yabon say yasese yen icon no aba we yen colors bibia is going to be consistent with white, black, then the sea blue. And that's the new Spotlight on the Word any Jumedi ayedi no. This is our new brand. Then we define what we are doing. So why do we have this new circle with the strokes? Yeah, what as a ababia church arrows be a carry. I didn't know you want to yeah, explaining now. You program now. Obetimi check website, so it will be posted there. You can take your time, go through it. Maybe you want to rebrand yours. Maybe our organization you want us to rebrand it for you. That's only that creative studio, and then your Spotlight. My organization separate from Spotlight. We do that. Then we talk about brand design and all that. But the idea is to have something simple, bold, and meaningful. Then the NW, this one, the one you see here, yes, it has a meaning. It stands out with the arrows wrapping around it like a globe, right? So our globe here indicates movement. So we are always working, and that's the meaning of why we have our arrows there, and the white colors are explained. Why even we have a reason why the spotlight has been slanted, right? It's been slanted because we are moving the gospel forward. That's the goal. That's the idea. And why do we have this particular font? Yeah, font. And so who said, Obi Apples TBB Spotlight on the Word. I remember there was a time a program Islam near can niema fa Islam ho anche na me hu so obi nso akọ create Facebook page or say the new Facebook page near answering spotlight on the word. Hey, that time it was very interesting. Or creative Facebook page answering spotlight on the word and or started so your followers now man for commented. It was very interesting, but we did not give the person the attention. I'm sure it died off. But if you don't see these colors and your spotlight, me pacho, where who colors we are and yeah, and our things where who this particular type of font are alumni sans text gray and yeah. And the reason is your logo, no, even the font, no, the reason why a spike, is to show that activeness. We don't want something dull. No, we are always there active doing something. And that's the simple definition for your logos, no. And these are simple, these ones are for your brand people, no, they will understand why we have that. So mainly that is spotlight on the word. Your new updates and I say your new logo your diaba out now. That is it. And so you see that on all our socials and everywhere. In your we truly appreciate your effort. Mamo joining on TikTok, Mamo joining on Facebook, Mamo joining on YouTube, Mamo joining on the Bia Yedamunase. It's been 7 years. Nyankopon Shrine, Juma. And one thing I would say is say we have evolved over the years. Brian Shas university. Ena university, national service. National service. Ena yebedu this point. Please, this particular video, no, it's for Obia who follow Spotlight on the word pa. And to say, you are new to this, but we are talking to those who are part of our community. Your WhatsApp channel. How many followers we have on our channel? Let me see. On your WhatsApp page right now, we have about how many people? Let's see. Will I find these members? Close to 536 people on the way on WhatsApp page. Your WhatsApp channel. I don't have the figures. If Michael can help me get the figures, for me use phone no hunting switching guys and come here. But in WhatsApp channel, no, so far we have more than 300. Yes, it's growing. And so we are talking to you. Wow, what decided to obey this spotlight on the word? What subscribe, what follow you. We are talking to you. We are growing, and you need to know that we are growing. And so first, near about live, near about Sunday, be near call live, Sunday, be near call live. See, call live, Sabio. Sunday, 3:00. You don't see us coming live to always have a conversation with you. No. So what will happen? Now, you're recording your videos. No? It will be edited and it will be posted to your YouTube. Open all your videos and be acquire YouTube neso. For your TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, live it will be as and when we want to talk to you. Yesterday, last week, your call church, I came across something. I wish na share see any mood in common. Remember TikTok live and Instagram live and I say YouTube live. I will come once quickly near call. Hey, yeah, him now. No, there's a particular hymn here title or say raptured. Oh, I've forgotten the exact text. No, let me see. I think I sent it to Anochi. Yes, and we need to talk about it. The church must be aware of this. Yes, I found the song. Jesus keep me near the cross. Hey, David, Jesus keep me near the cross. The precious fountain, free to all a healing stream flows from Calvary Mountain. In the cross, that song. Ube do refrain now. That's the chorus now. Or say, in the cross, be my glory ever, till my ransom soul shall find rest beyond the river. Or check it, other hymns or say, till my raptured soul shall find rest beyond the river. Is it raptured soul or ransom soul? Why do we have ransomed and some say raptured soul? Yet the church, our songs leader new resin. I couldn't sing. I was like, wow, what is happening? Is it raptured or ransom? Raptured or ransom? And you know, an interesting thing, I decided to, right after church, I started doing some research. I was like, in 1990, I think that was in 1869, the first time our publisher Fanny Crosby Obana trust she used raptured soul, one for ransom soul. So I was like, why did she say Rapture Soul and not Ransom Soul? But in 1991, when they published this hymn, the Baptist hymnal published Ransom Soul instead of Raptured Soul. I was like, Jesus, I have to start doing research. Why is this happening? Finally, what did my research find? I found out that Fanny Crosby, Obano Tro, in the cross, she had an eschatological viewer. It suggested say, rapture basi make us eschatological viewer end time say nipe ewieye no nyankopɔ ba be rapture man free asase so nti wote wa na afọ obi that is a false concept sa nkyerɛkyerɛ no enye nkyerɛkyerɛ a ɛyɛ papa just a second TikTok for bisa me question bi ona okay TikTok okay all right let's continue enye nkyerɛkyerɛ ɛyɛ papa a false teaching, rapture, and correct Bible teaching. I have a video on it on YouTube. So I was like, oh, okay, that is why the Baptist hymnal updated it. So I went to check why did the Baptist hymnal also update it from rapture soul to ransom soul. And they had the same theological view as I have, say, it's a wrong concept, biblical concept, say, will be raptured away. And that's why they changed it from rapture soul to ransom soul. But how many of our churches sing raptured soul? And I know, say, me congregation I'm worshiping, your songs leader and Onim. So he was leading. So my rapture soul shall find rest beyond the river. 1 Corinthians chapter 14 says, to the 14, we would examine it. I'll make a separate video on this. But make say, some of these things, it comes up. I see stuff on social media a lot. I want to respond to it. Which platform will do that here? So let us be careful and examine some of these things. If I see something that is helpful and I think it's good for us to discuss, we'll come live on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, we'll talk about it. Sometimes on Facebook. But going for a spotlight here every day, Sunday, be at 3 o'clock to do a live stream. But a very recorded short videos, well edited, near posty. And we'll be creating content, Bible content specifically for WhatsApp. And so, WhatsApp starts to me on for send in your questions, send in your topics and discuss it. Your list finally, what about your debate, your lectureships? Let me say in May, it is likely, say Spotlight on the Word, we might be having a debate with some Muslim, with a Muslim, not Muslims, one person, Madame Fupa, Malam, me money didn't say that. Me money didn't debate na maswa. A man for be holding me neck. But I hope say my friend ebetinya abane discuss some issues related to the Bible, the Quran, Islam, Christianity. Is Jesus God? Was Jesus crucified? Is Muhammad prophesied in the Bible? I mean, very interesting things we'll talk about. Very interesting things we'll talk about. I'll be very excited to have you when the time comes, if the debate comes off. I've had about 4 of my debates with Muslims cancelled at the last minute. And I'm very careful when I am talking about having Muslim debate because last minute now debate. But this time around, no, I hope it happens. Not just that, any atheists, skeptics. Now who's a TikTok for yaba bedim komo bebre TikTok channel among people target spotlight na yenka den na guy be on TikTok or ye videos or kasana nyamibia ni ho, and it's good to examine them, right? So we'll talk about it too. So I am very, very excited to be back making videos, and I know you have seen that I'm excited to be back. It will be very wonderful. Within this week, we'll be coming live again on TikTok. We'll be coming live, but short videos recorded for Let's Talk in the Test. As I'm signing off, it's exactly 1 hour. Let me thank our team. It was Spotlight on the Word. Now, yes, sir, you make a brand upgrade. No, that was not the only thing we updated. We also updated Spotlight on the Word. Yeah, an organizational structure, Spotlight. And one of the major things I would like to mention is that myself, Derek Dan, so I serve as the executive director for Spotlight on the Word. Yes, and because a NGO, we are not a money-making business. necessarily a managing director to say, but an executive director, which means I report to there's another team I report to. Yes. So for administration aspect, we have the executive director. We also have somebody who is in charge of our finances. We have somebody who is in charge of our personnel. He's called our director of personnel. So he ensures say yeah Juma spotlight, everybody is doing things well, yeah, you're okay. And if it will interest you, like I said, I'm talking to in-house people. Omo this spotlight on the way they cheat. Say, if you find this video stranger, I'm talking to those who follow spotlight on the web. Follow your yes. It's good you know. I want to be as transparent as possible. It's good you know what is happening. Yeah, when nipa be say 10 I any omu ye ejuma spotlight. Nti enye me nko a, enye anoche nko a, enye Michael nko a. Ye also. Ye nipa be say 10 in the spotlight. Oh, wait. We just added one more person. Ye nipa be say 11 in the spotlight on the web. Sometimes your more team members, as and when ebi ware, ebi mo yerenom just say never bebre ti ebi mo ka ho na ebi mo free na ebi mo eno just obi free ma hey recently me got here say me obi say na just say money obi enya nya wotre edi obi any issue. Sometimes some people join spotlight already o say schedules yentuaka, right? We wish thank you to meet tuaka, but unfortunately for us we don't pay. So I hope so one day we'll be able to at least support the staff, the team members. No, so me hit me first 10 billion. I think I'll start paying people as for light. Yeah, but I've not hit my first 10 billion yet. I hope I hit it soon. Yes, and people are working, doing so many things now. Saturday, spotlight ejuma neson. So they be kind of one. Now what happen? Sometimes people have to attend to other things. And you say any obi issue. If somebody wants to know be kind one kind, and don't just say any no. No. Far from that, please. Don't start spreading false news. Far from that. Yes. Then so 10, 11 people as you see, if it is more than 11, because we have auxiliary staff, they work with us. Yes. So aside administration, 3 people in the administration part. Then we have a department, your department. So the administration department, I was spotlight on the word. Then we have the department for apologetics and research. Apologetics and research. Yes. Into spotlight going forward, first that department, apologetics and research, is being headed by Michael Anan Kasukusi and your brother Obed Morty. Pharmacists, doctors, they are studying tirelessly, and we love them so much. Administration, I forgot to mention. Emmanuel Abisi works as the director of personnel. Then yes, sister Jessica Middleton Eweke as the financial director, and as director of finance. She does that for us. Very wonderful lady, very wonderful gentleman. Emmanuel Abisi, Miss Senior Man Bakupa. Yes. Then we have Michael Ne Yenia Obed Ewo, the apologetic department, any research. Maybe someone say, why is Spotlight on the Word having apologetics department? Jay and Osame describe who follow a dozen. So people must concentrate on that, do the research, let us know, make videos, we talk about it and stuff. Necessarily, Obi department in just on a video and a BB there, but they do more in-house work there. Yes. Research, because the churches of Christ here in Ghana, and I'm saying this openly, we are not science driven. Most congregations are not science driven. What I mean by science driven is that we are not data driven. You per se evangelism wo kwubo kruwa. You per se evangelism ewo dansoman. You per se evangelism wo obuase ebia bossman and akaporiso. Omo muti obuase akaporiso no. Dean na omugidi. Omugidi na omukura no. Nsoro dodo sen na ewo ho a enye Church of Christ. Church of Christ ewo ho no nipa dodo sen na agbo esu for the past 20 years. Omugbo esu no nipa sen na atena church ni. And nipa sen na free church ni. We need to be data driven. Osempakani o asafo ni. O kira de wo se asafo yi mu de youth no ntai nye say evidence be na wo gina so de kasa wasem no. We need to be data driven. And at Spotlight on the Word, we want to lead this charge. We need to be data driven. So we will be doing a lot of research. We are gathering information, and the team there responsible for that, they've done a lot of research. Your brother Obed, your brother Michael, we are pharmacists, they are doctors, they are learning all the time. On my research, they know the principles of research. So it's in tune with academic research, and they will publish what they find from that research. And based on more research, now Mr. Danso, means me they bet nasi. Na me dey video, me dey remember. Omo nko research no na fanye adwuma sanity. And that is the point. We want to be data driven. For example, you say Oba Church of Christ youth ni mo. Is masturbation worrying the youth? Yes or no? How do we know? We should be data driven. We should go there, do the research. Now we have a lot of artificial intelligence tools, but we need the data. Okay, within the churches of Christ, in Safododo was saying a Church of Christ, Ghana. The patroni man sana to comment session. How many church members ena Ghana? Okay, I can see some comments on Facebook and YouTube. Please send in your comments. I'll be responding to them. Time now one tia. I may comment on TikTok. Yes. Oh, mama like video ni na over 774. Yada mo se pa say obabe like video no. Let's keep on sharing and introducing Spotlight to others. Obi say on I'll come to the comment. Let me not go there before I get lost. Pacho TikTok, you can send in your comment. Facebook, send in your comment. WhatsApp, send in your comment. Be our free. Baby, the opposite who fast Spotlight. Bibi a won't share. Obetimi di aba na yedi ho nkomo. And na me make a point about answer na TikTok ni ma me we feed making. Oh, sembe nkra na dance pekasa. Anka no chi obega se masa akasa dodo. E be na really. Yes. So going back to what Campo. Oh, and then me read the comments ne precoin. TikTok for me we feed making. Into me read the comments. TikTok you say, how does a tree him also say it? Okay. So we'll talk about that in the video now. I'll make a special video on that. So I'll answer that in that video. Gideon said, keep up the good work from say that's God richly bless you too. Mr. Richard Donko Patrick, thank you so much for always joining. Yes, Asante Bekwa incoming MP. Mate, Minister Jonathan Buadia and Mesme Buawai. Yes, we are ready to help. God bless you, Patrick. Yes, Joshua Tete said, welcome back. Yes, we are back, and we are back for good. A lot of things. We are going to do so many things. Yes. And if I could remember what I was talking about, there's so much I will try to do and will try to share with you. But like I was mentioning, for the various departments, the research, yes, I was talking about the research. Thank you very much. Okay, so I have some messages coming in here. It says what? Great submission. Okay, Fred. Thank you so much, Fred, for joining us. TikTok for Yedamase. Also then, number one gifter, but TikTok in there just say ani anymore. Mabwa mi ati why gift near the no chere. But please, if you have questions, you can send it in, and we'll build up on our TikTok live too. Okay, enti say you hear a research part now. You lucky power church in number of churches of Christ do send your Ghana. CCI, how many churches of Christ in your? Do you know the answer? If you know, share it with me. How many members in your rough estimate Ghana or Church of Christ for? The BIA can say, and you use Pew research for research on about Ghanaian congregations. They say in the 80s, now Church of Christ is the fastest growing church. Who did I dance on the casa? Obi research or yes, sir. Today, what about today? One person I met or BMNI in this aspect, Mr. George Asa. He has done some good work. He did some good work in the past. I think he still, I don't know if he still has the data or not. And another brother, I forgot, I just forgot the name. Lord, yes, brother Lord, Asante, if that's the surname. And I'll be talking to him. We've been having some backstage conversation, and we need to talk about it more. We need that research, because it helps us make data-driven decisions. Who take a decision now? Who take any? Yeah, brother Albert Chala. or the new program by a friend of my church system, a church management software, beboa churches, we'll be talking more about that. Many interviews I record go on my young publishing, your friend of Spotlight Conversations. We'll be highlighting some of these things in the church. How the church can use AI in its assembly and help the church grow. We'll talk more about it. Albert has done some good work in that area, and so we'll talk more about it. But we need to discuss some of these things. We need to start using them. Even in our local village churches, I think we still need to put some of these things there. Right? Yes, sir. My kechi. Ewo niema bebree mu. Ade anke betimi ayi ne simple no na take you many hours ni enye weeks ni enye months ni enye. Another thing, I be kasa afa ho church creatives eba graphic designs aye wo church ni. Church be post flyer be pie no we have flyer ni deans already. Inti designer bia ni church ni. Oko church bi ni social media page, o head your moye page ni so a. Oh, Nancy Church of Christ. What a Facebook page be now hackers are getting access into the Facebook page. Sebi nudes and on post Church of Christ Facebook page eso. When I saw it, I was like, the administrator, some little things we are not owning in a man basa. We need to learn. We need to talk about it. So as Spotlight would highlight some of these artificial intelligence, some security measures, how to go live on Facebook, how to stream, how to all these are adapts ebebuaye. Now you're in church, complaints in the door, so you can keep on complaining away. What are you doing about it? Then ya found. They be complain. They be Christmas afoma complain. Hey, they be hey. Enti no kre problem no there na wo ya fa ho ma me nko TikTok for o church enne o hwe am church honum congregation honum problems there na wo ya fa ho. We need to start solving problems rather than solve problems. And the debi obi anye video bi ye and obi koye video Facebook no one kasa there na wo so ya fa ho. We need to be action driven, data driven. So that's the apologetics and research department. I was Spotlight on the Word. Then the next department I was Spotlight on the Word, a Bible studies and evangelism department. Your Bible studies and evangelism. And Emmanuel Chinsia and headed that department. Only your brother Gideon and your sister Esther. Yes, your sister Esther and Amon and your brother Doc. So hey Doc, fetch me. Dr. Gideon Amu. And yes, we are money Dr. Gideon Amu Omuna Ewo Bible department. And then I think that's for your department, no. Then the auxiliary writers, no, they are with us, but they are not say they are part of the team, but not as in part of management. Young brother Nanaya Edu, young brother Derek Clark, because they are editors about articles, and journals na me kan ho asem no. Omo na review a critique my BBI okay before we bring it out. And sort of more like a consultant and then the buy and graphic design department. Now, I forgot that department. Sorry. Publicity and social media department. I almost forgot it. Forgive me. Publicity and social media. Publicity and social media. Your brother Albert Chala. Excellent gentleman. He does wonderful. Okay, your website so our creative a hymnal. I'm a church, obehu chi ever gan choruses, English, BBI. He's an excellent gentleman when it comes to website building. He did that work. And that's Albert Neye, mainly the main person was our department, heading that department. And I support him there at the publicity and the social media. Then your sister Eunice Abuaje, and also sonographer, and also and a beautician, and also a beautician or a very nice makeup spa and I'm contacting. Yes, and my dear beloved wife, Amasma from Dr. Amasma from. She also works at the publicity and the social media department. And over Spotlight on the Weather, these are the people are anyone here, Juma. how many? 11, right? A lot of people. And you won't say about live, yeah, program, yeah, yeah. It's not Derek sitting here, no, I'm not here and I say Michael. No, 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 no. We have a lot of people doing the work behind the scenes. So yeah, Bible departments, no, any yeah, Bible and evangelism departments, no. I this year I am really expecting a lot from them, plus research and apologetics, then our publicity department. So these are the departments. Like I said, we want to form a community with you. On joining in WhatsApp channel, please do so. On joining in Facebook page, please do so. Na yen nyina ntimi monkomo. TikTok for na mo pese mobile live no. Ye free Facebook me de message mu nyina invite. Na maba na ye di nkomo e wo TikTok. It is all here on Facebook or here on YouTube to mirika spotlight on the web e wo TikTok. Me end the video na ye koto aye nkomo ne so e wo honom. E ho de obeba camera so obeba screen so bra na ye ni nkomo na yenya ntiase ewo de pese ye yedimu. Spotlight on the word. Please, yeah, poucho. Tell people about us. Oh dear, onya hwema ya just thought, oh, what is spotlight on the word? I omune videos, Bible videos. No? That's all we want you to do for us. Just tell people. Oko YouTuber, subscribe. Oko Facebooker, who they follow ye. Baby, I'll be spotlight on the web ya. DHE. Your Facebook, your YouTube, your TikTok, your Instagram, your Twitter, and which is X, your Telegram, your Pinterest, your LinkedIn. And funny, your baby, and your website www.spotlightontheword.com. Mami has said, meet me there and not at home. www.website so www.spotlight in part TikTok na obi bisa so obi betimi type ya to comment section ni mama mia anka meni beje pa TikTok for no. Yes, so that's our website www.spotlightontheword.com. Oko see ya ubenya a lot of free Bible study materials. Let me tell you one interesting thing. Your website, almost every month we get about 500 people visiting us. Almost every month. Yenye bi kra 500 people. Adentia. Bibi koso ho no amanfo ehu ne se ehu hia e wo so mkokore. Nti mesrel. Kone kwa check ni sisi ya. And most of the articles, Church of Christ preachers are Ghana na echo. Any preachers nkwa. Your young gentlemen, omo sua ade, omo tro na omo boa ye nyina. Onyankopon onhiraw na onye okese se obeka ye ho am ye nyina ye bom ye nya nkita ho kai say we have updated our logo in CC Okohu spotlight on the word logo no afa hinfa we patcho bra menwane okay mama fan to screen so na sa hwebio ya update ye brand logo no nti say ukoba bia na Okohu spotlight on the word logo we are no say this is spotlight and that is not spotlight. Yes, so this is our new logo and we are excited to share it with you. You should see it on the screen. Yeah, perfect. So that's spotlight on the word. Your new logo, your day about out. And this is what we'll be using going forward. Everywhere, this is spotlight on our new brand. Your t-shirts are your business cards, everything you see, this is it. TikTok for we inquire them and why. Yes, so this is it. This is it. All right. Okay, brothers and sisters. Like I said, please, I'm joining you on TikTok. What person joining now? But me dim komo biano. Wait me send me invite no. Wait me send a message now. But I would invite you. You come live, then we'll have a conversation. Those of us on Facebook and YouTube, me pato ye be joining jamo. Enti so Facebook or YouTube understand say ye den komo no echo TikTok. Join us and let's have a conversation. This is Spotlight on the Word. My name remains Derek Danso, and it's been amazing. 7 years working with you. Now we are rebranding, we are changing, we are making history. For me, I'm excited because and like I said, we are focusing on before baptism, before you become a Christian, after you become a Christian, and as you grow in Christianity. We want to go on this journey with you. Onyankopon onka ho na onhira. Kopem se ye no ebdi ehia bio no. Aha ene de Facebook ene YouTube phone nyina AC. yɛbɛsan so aba mo nkyɛn bio na yɛne mo edi nkɔmmɔ. Onyankopɔn onhyira mo. Mepacho join me on TikTok sisie ya na yɛntoa yɛn nkɔmmɔ ɛso. Yakra bibia.